It is a question that is often asked. Can earthquakes trigger volcanic eruptions? The best way to answer such a question would be to say that this would only happen. No, I'm sorry. I can't do this. I need something more dramatic here. Give me a minute. Mount Fuji, located in southeastern Japan. Its most devastating and destructive eruption happened on December 16th, 1707 and ended on January 1st, 1708. Scientists believe that the Mount Fuji eruption was caused by an earthquake, but it is very rare to find situations where an eruption is caused by an earthquake, which is what makes this eruption all the more interesting. Not only was it the last eruption of Mount Fuji, but it was believed to be triggered by an earthquake in the area. On the 28th of December, 1707, an 8.6 magnitude earthquake struck off the coast of Japan along the Nankai megathrust. Prior to the 2011 Tohoku earthquake, this was considered Japan's largest earthquake. The areas most affected by this earthquake were southwest Hanshui, southeast Kaishui, and Shikaku. In addition to this earthquake, the generated tsunami managed to cause even more destruction, as well as over 5,000 deaths. An analysis of the magma chambers within Mount Fuji have shown two levels of magma chambers, one at around 8 kilometers and the others at around 20 kilometers. Some studies have shown that the earthquake compressed these two magma chambers at the same time, stopping up the conduit exiting the 8 kilometers deep magma chamber. This would mean that any pressure building up in the magma chamber because of the compression would not be released. In addition to compressing the magma chambers, the earthquake also opened up the conduit between the 20 kilometers deep magma chamber and the 8 kilometers deep magma chambers, allowing the hot basaltic magma from 20 kilometers to start rising up and mixing with the cooler acidic 8 kilometer magma chamber. This induced magma mixing because of the stress change in the region as a result of the earthquake subsequently caused Mount Fuji to erupt 49 days after the earthquake. This eruption was known as the Fuji Eruption of Mount Fuji. It lasted until the 1st of January of 1708. There were no lava flows associated with this eruption. However, 18 million cubic meters of ash was released instead. The eruption itself was ranked as a VEI 5, which is what is used to measure volcanic eruptions. The ash blanketed the surrounding areas, reaching as far as 100 kilometers away. As a result of this ash buildup in the region, rain washed the ash into streams and rivers, filling them up and even damming them. In August 1708, these dams broke, causing a flood of mud and volcanic ash, which blanketed the downstream regions. Volcanoes erupt because of the density and pressure. The lower density of the magma relative to the surrounding rocks causes it to rise, like air bubbles in syrup. It will rise to the surface or to a depth that is determined by the density of the magma and the weight of the rock above it. As the magma rises, bubbles start to form from the gas dissolved in the magma. The gas bubbles exert tremendous pressure. This pressure helps to bring the magma to the surface and forces it in the air, sometimes to greater heights. Remember, Mount Fuji was Japan's most devastating and horrific volcanic eruption. It was rated 5 on the VEI volcanic explosive index, and that it had an ash cloud that covered 100 kilometers. And last but not least, it was caused by an earthquake with a tsunami following it.